Hey brother, this is Steve Horseman again with Good Guys to Great Men. Thank you again for tuning in today. And if you're wondering, why is this dude always sitting on a pile of hay in a barn? Very simply, it's quiet. I have some privacy. I kind of dig it here. The view's nice. And the lighting is always good. I don't use natural lights or artificial lights. I always use natural lights. So that's why I'm here. Kind of cool for me. I hope you like it too. This is kind of a deep dive, so let me warn you. Even though I consider these to be entry-level, baseline traits for a man who ends up having a satisfying sex life, they're pretty complicated. They go pretty deep. And the very first one I want to talk to you about is this idea of self-respect. A man who doesn't have a sense of inner peace and security in who he is, and if he doesn't have a very mature sense of self, his self-respect comes across as righteous indignation, right? He feels like he's angry a lot. His self-respect has entitlement to it, as if people owe him something. But when you are mature and when you feel secure in your body and you don't feel defensive and you don't feel like the world's out to get you, and you lose the whole victim mindset, this self-respect turns into a very calm, attractive self-esteem. The way you are around people, men and women, is a very magnetic, a very attractive thing, because what they see is that you dig yourself. Not in an arrogant way. You dig yourself in a way that you're so calm and relaxed in yourself, you're able to be with them. You're able to be present with them. And that is a key to a satisfying sex life, because if you're with a woman who sees your energy as insecure or defensive or not having a lot of self-respect, and you're trying to control or manipulate her, there is no possible way you'll build the intimacy needed to be able to have a sex life with that woman. Number two, I'm going to use the word confidence, even though it's a throwaway word, because everyone uses confidence as if everyone knows what it means. But having an unshakable confidence in who you are. Now this is as opposed to what you know how to do, what you've learned in school, even if it was med school or pilot school. Confidence based in what you know or what you do is a false confidence. You may have seen another video I've done on this. A satisfying sex life with a woman requires that the type of confidence you have is a confidence based in an inner knowing in who you are. And that is the natural value you bring to the world. That's a sense of your masculine energy and the value you bring to a conversation, the value that you bring to a social setting, the value that you have when you're all alone in the car or the shower. When you have an inner sense of personal value, and this is closely related to the self-respect one, it gives you a confidence that you don't need something from the person you're talking to. And when we're talking about having a satisfying sex life, one of the biggest complaints women have and men is this unspoken energy of neediness and desperation and urgency. And because of that urgency, they feel like they're being manipulated or pressured or controlled into having sex. The men who get all the sex don't have that going on. They have a patience. They don't have a tick, 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 tick going on in their body. It's more of a tick-tock. It's an inner confidence. Some people call it spiritual confidence. This leads me to the third trait of men who have satisfying sex lives, and that is emotional mastery of your sexual nature and your sexual desire. Emotional mastery means that you don't get taken away by your emotions. Emotions are always preceded by thoughts, and in the work we do with men, we help them change the way they think about sex and sexuality and sexual response in their body, so they don't have an emotional spike every time they get turned on or horny or they want to have sex. They don't have this increasing heart rate of desperateness or neediness, which leads to frustration and anger, because when an insecure and immature man doesn't have emotional mastery over his sexual nature or sexual desires, it comes across as a boyish urgency again. It feels angry, frustrated, resentful, pouty. Sometimes we get argumentative. Sometimes we try to go to the logical argument to explain why sex is important and why she should want sex with us. Again, it is the most distracting energy you could have, is to be an emotional roller coaster when it comes to your sexual nature. So the three things, again, are a high level of self-respect and a keen awareness of your masculine value. Number two, unshakable confidence in who you are, not in what you know or what you can do well. And number three is the emotional mastery of your sexual nature and your sexual desires. When you get those three basic things in alignment, you have a drastically increased chances of being attractive and sexually attractive to the woman you're with, or a date, or any other woman you're pursuing. When they sense that groundedness, that peaceful, easy, calm, confident groundedness in you, it's very attractive and it's very safe for them to get close to. Now there's some advanced stuff too, but I always say the advanced stuff, I'm not going to talk about the advanced stuff in sexual polarity and building sexual tension until we get these baseline things down, because these are emotional anchor points to where if we don't have that, any other thing we try, tools, tactics, pickup strategies, or anything like that, they fall on deaf ears because they know it's coming from a man who's not grounded in himself. I hope that makes sense today. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.